to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Razorbacks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will go to work first. These two teams don't exactly love each other, and man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last. Well, it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Pribula. He was only in this offense for a year. And, David, they go to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
From the gun, it's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Selling the fake. Escapes the pressure going right. That's caught. It's Marshall. Turning it on. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The ride. Knocked down immediately. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. 3rd and long coming up. Drops back. It's Hill. Moves to his right. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. RPO complete to open the drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it on second down. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. On the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Straight ahead, it's Russell. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Could not make his way to the corner.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick give. It's Russell. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Second down coming up. Finds a crease. It's Russell. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing Simmons. Finds the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. He's going to run it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Tells the run, wants to pass. The throw. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. So first down here as they go back to work. Holds and fires complete to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They go play action with Simmons. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. To the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And they call this sudden change, and we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Makes a grab and room to run. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Simmons on play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Stop right there. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Slings it downfield and wings it incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Leaves it with the back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Hill. And the quarterback hauled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Continues to fight for yards. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Simmons to throw. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. He's now up to 52 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. Right back to Hardy on first down. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. 4th down, Simmons. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left side. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. On the ground, it's Russell. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. Simmons. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pulls it in. It's Russell. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running inside, it's Russell. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 23 team, the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Arkansas head coach told me, guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. To the air, it's Hill. Look out! Complete downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Razorbacks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeps it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play.
Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to run, it's Russell. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hardy again. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Kick is in the air. Searching for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Razorback sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Hit as he throws. Unloads in the nick of time.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Terry. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Past the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, give to Hardy. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll move the wide receiver. Simmons fires immediately. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Moving the pocket, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just barely got rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Looking for a gap. It's Russell. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Hits inside. It's Roberts.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Line getting set on second down. Throwing Simmons. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Follows his blocks. It's Roberts. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, what I can see here on the Arkansas sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Left side is Watkins. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Snags it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Russell. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And, you know, it does look as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And I guess you look at time and score, you can kind of understand a field goal doesn't help you that much. Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Going to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. From the gun, it's Russell. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Off-play action. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1. He's got it. 1st down and more. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field.
And hang on, they aren't leaving the offense out there. And look, I understand it doesn't add a possession to the lead with the field goal, but I don't know, it doesn't hurt to tack on some points at this juncture of the game. Why are they throwing here? Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me